Howdy y'all, it's your boy, New Hair Edition, who dis? It's your boy Q, and today we're going to be going over basic bar chord voicings off the bottom two strings, a 6th string and a 5th string. Let's get to it.
If you made it this far, welcome to the Q Show. Gonna learn a thing, it's probably in the title.
I can't even play my own song. Anyway, this all came about because on the last video, educational video I did, I was looking for a supplemental material for it, and there was nothing to be found, at least that I felt, that plainly laid out the bar chords. All of them. All the ones I feel are basic essentials. Every single one I found had at least one missing, or they were laid out in like a weird way, like it would mix in like some open chord with it or something. I just want bar chords in one place. Also, it occurred to me that if you're watching a video, you might want to watch another video. Here I am making that video. But before we get to the chords, let's talk about technique. In the last video, I mentioned a thing about knuckle exercises because when you play bar chords, you're going to want your thumb in the back of the neck, and you're going to want to roll that finger out so the bone of your finger is what's hitting the string. You'll find if you put your hand on the other side that to get a clean connection, you don't have to press very hard. So it's never really a question of strength. Generally, it's a question of technique. You got your thing, roll your finger back, bone contact. Wow, amazing. The other reason that I really feel bar chords are important is because when you learn them, when you learn one, you learn like all 12, because like A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D. And with the other thing, it's going to be D, E flat, D, F. Man, I'm an idiot. F sharp, G. Yes! So you would learn all of these chords. And it will make it easier for you to read chord charts so you can like start playing songs perhaps. You know, a lot of people when they start guitar, it's with that in mind. Or to write your own stuff. And if you're trying to communicate your ideas to somebody else, it helps if you know at least the root and like what the chord is called. So like, you know, not just be like, hey, it's like this, man. Like you should know what it's called. Let's get to the... One more thing about playing chords before we get to the chord. When you first start playing guitar, you might be inclined to really go at it like your favorite rock star, whatever. It's like, the thing about that is the harder you hit the guitar, the less in tune the strings are going to be because they have to move further. It drives the whole instrument sharp. Listen to Helter Skelter by the Beatles if you want to hear an example of that being used musically, but that's from just hitting the guitar really hard. If you hit it very quietly, it's a little more forgiving with pitch, and if you're just learning, that can be more encouraging, I feel. And also, developing a light touch is a good practice in general. Let's get to those chords. Major, major 7, dominant 7, minor, minor 7. As I say, these little things should pop up over here that has a little black thingy. I wish I had an editor. All right, next. This one is a little controversial because a lot of guys will play it like this with the 2 fingers, and that's great, especially with distortion, because that little on top can get a little, it's not perfect like a 5th. So in an overdriven or distorted context, that might actually be your go-to. But it's important to learn this one, where it's a ring finger, middle finger, pinky, because that transitions very easily into the major 7, which is like a popular. So, you know, you probably want to get that under your hand. The other thing is, it's just good practice to learn how to fit all your fingers in such a tight space. I have a pretty big hand, so this was something for me to work on. And people with much bigger hands than me do it all the time. So please, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that your anatomy just makes it impossible. It's just not true. One thing that some people do, however, is they'll use one finger to hit 2 notes at the same time. So like you could voice a major chord like this, for example. So you see, I'm actually only using these 2, and I'm getting those 3 in there and voicing the chords still faithfully. These are all on the table. The end result is really what's most important. You also see when I did the major 7 earlier, I tapped it up here. Anyway, the other half of the chord. major, major 7, dominant 7, minor, minor 7. Cool. And for those of you that just want to see the chords, I'm going to do it all again. Right now. Major, major 7, dominant 7, minor, minor 7, and on the 5th string, major, major 7, dominant 7, minor, minor 7. And there you have it. What did you think? Did that help? It was pretty to the point and plain, but I just didn't feel like anyone said it so plainly. So hopefully someone sees this and something clicks for them, and that's kind of the goal. Is there something I could have mentioned or explained better? If you feel that way, please say so in the comments. Not only will it help me make better videos in the future, but I will literally reply to you, so you will have the benefit of getting that answered before I make another video about this subject. I'm Q, and that was The Q Show.